Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are doing well on this, for many, a very rainy, nasty kind of weather day. Here in North Carolina, it's supposed to rain this afternoon. I'll just say that, and I'm a little over the rain right now. Anyway, hope you all are doing well. Otherwise, around the rest of the globe, hello to you all. Please remember to hit the thumbs up if you haven't already done that. Share me out if you can. Spread the word about VS Speaks Royally. I said I would behave until trash time, so I'm going to try to stick to that. Keyword is try. But hello, I missed y'all since I didn't do Twisted Trash Thursday. I have a lot in trash time for you all. Um, I guess I'm just trying to hold off to unleash myself on a Twisted Trash Thursday, but trying to stay positive. This trip to Nigeria has really just um we are a week out and we're still talking about Nigeria. Like even the headlines, the crazy headlines too. But yes, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna behave myself. Compton, Cali, Minsky, how are you? Janice, Karen, Wendy. Ha ha ha. Yes, everybody, everybody, everybody. Mwah, 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 to you all. All right. Let me get over here and get going so I can get through all of this and not keep you for hours upon hours. All right. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. As I do each and every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote that I found on the Archewell site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. This quote was in motion and in life last weekend in Nigeria because the impact is still, you know, showing up now. As the title says, Harry and Meghan had a private visit in Nigeria. Those of us who are long-term quote squaddies know that when they were doing quote royal tours, there were always these little visits that they would do, but more so now because no one else is controlling their schedule but them, and it doesn't get leaked out. And so I had been waiting with bated breath on a private visit or finding out word of one, and we've heard of some. So at least the one that we know of. Just a reminder to the crazies out there, this is a channel that is within the House of Sussex, okay? This is a Sussex positive channel. You know, subscribe, drop down, leave a crazy comment, and the mods will handle you. So just kind of giving that warning. All right, Invictus Games Foundation is doing some posting. Please go out to the social media or even check out their website just to stay up to date. As we know, the Invictus Game 2025 is quickly approaching because we are almost halfway through 2024. It's just mind boggling how quickly time is zipping by. Anyway, so on this post that I took, and let me just take down my banner because you know I like to show the dates. This was on the 17th. The Invictus Games Foundation was invited to speak at the recent NATO Youth Summit to discuss the rehabilitative power of sport and the work of the foundation. Hashtag I am here. Thank you to NATO for allowing us to speak to the young minds that will help build a better future. Love, love, love. So if you go back to the quote, yes, it's their work is always in motion, even if it's not being shouted out by the organizations that they are affiliated with. And usually it's the only way we know when something is happening because there are no leaks in Montecito. All right, let me come back over here for a moment. Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. Love this picture. And we know when we see the black and whites usually who is the photographer, Misan. So there's some pictures I'll share that I'm finding. There's pictures. Let me just say, Misan is feeding squad. Okay, if you're not on the now, they're truly calling it X, but the app formerly known as is how I'll refer to it. You're missing out because he's been feeding us quite well. He's not holding out. I guess somebody sent their 4-page letter begging them not to hold out on us, and I just love this picture, which is a close up. Harry and Meghan. I shared this one, but the two princesses, because yes, Meghan is a princess for those that hate to even acknowledge that, but she truly is. So there was some coverage given. So Nigeria News Direct, the chief of defense, um, Ge- um, Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa paid a courtesy visit to the Lagos state governor, and that's when Meghan had met and Harry had met each of these dignitaries and individuals. So their trip was very successful. I saw some crazy headlines. I just can't wait to get to trash time because I'm just over people. But the visit impact. That's the only word that I usually will describe their visits. Impact. So the defense ministry has announced that they will be building a facility for their wounded military personnel. Hopefully in 2029 they'll be named the country to host the games. All right, moving on. So the private visit Save the Children. Again, I know Misan had shared, but it was around the time that Save the Children. If they didn't say, if these organizations didn't post the information, we wouldn't have known. But we knew. Squaddies knew. There's a visit somewhere. One of the squaddies asked and made me laugh when I read it because it is true. Did they sleep while they were in Nigeria? Like they were busy, 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 busy. So um, Save the Children, Nigeria. Thank you, Prince Harry and Meghan, for joining us in Nigeria to learn more about how we ensure children don't just survive, but thrive. A huge thank you to our wonderful global ambassador, Misan Harriman, for making this happen. Who knew? Did we know that? Because I didn't know that till I read that. And I said, he sends the link. Okay. And they tried to come after him. hmm Okay, let me move on. I said I was going to behave till I get into trash time. So Misan shared also, and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex met with our youth ambassadors, Miriam and Purity, who are tireless advocates for children's rights and the beating heart of our work. Children in Nigeria face huge challenges. 1 in 10 dies before they reach the age of 5. 3 in 10 girls are married before the age of 18. Nigeria also has one of the highest rates of unimmunized children. But young people are working hard alongside Save the Children to fight for a better future. We also partner with GSK to develop new immunization programs, as well as a fund to support local organizations and innovators in child led advocacy. We won't stop. Every one of us has a role to play via advocacy, our voices, financial support, volunteering. We hope to see a positive change and better future for Nigeria. Purity, Save the Children, Youth Ambassador. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There was a video clip of them coming in. It had music in it. And so therefore, I could not share it here due to avoid the copyright issues. But um, here was another post that Misan had shared. The Standard had done an article, and there are the two youth ambassadors that had the chance to meet, discuss, talk to Harry and Meghan. I love this picture. Shoulders. Okay. I couldn't resist. All right. And here is of the larger group, there is Misan next to Harry. And Save the Children organization. Yes. Thank you. So this is also another charity that, in addition to the one that is pinned, there's a link at the top of the chat that's pinned for the annual giving campaign that if you so choose to donate to Save the Children Nigeria in honor of, Prince and Princess, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, then do that. I believe there was a link shared. I would have to find it, but you would be able to find it if you go to Save the Children and go to their website directly. Okay. I wanted to share this particular picture of the kings because there's lots of smiles. Um, Again, the significance of these men coming to meet Harry and Meghan versus them going to each of the individual kingdoms, significant. Okay. This will probably be one of the highlights that just kind of sticks with me. So Archewell, please be sure you're going out to the archewell.org as well as sussex.com because they're giving us lots of information. It's good to go out, give them the clicks, drive the traffic there. So I wanted to just highlight relief for flooding in Nigeria. So Archewell is involved in that. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. Okay. Behave, not cry. All right. In addition, there's more coverage with Nigeria. So Nollywood legend Doyle, I butcher names. Doyle, I'll just say that, rocks the Meghan trend as designed by Regalia by FAL. And so I just thought this was, I was like, okay, who is this? Squaddie had responded, and that's how I saw it on my timeline, but I thought it was beautiful. So there you go. Also, this next, I'll just let you all see the image. So Lagos Junction also said this masterpiece of typography designed was created by, and they give the artist's name, Ademalart, during Prince Harry and Meghan's visit to Lagos, Nigeria. On the clothing are words. This is what makes up, well, the whole um, piece is wording. To see, and if I could make it much bigger, I would. But I'll try to share this with the channel members and you all can zoom in and see the different wording. But this is just beautiful to me. And yes, treasures. Okay. Now, Misan, I said, has been feeding us through the week. So this was a student waiting with gifts. Remember that word gifts because that's coming up in trash time. Gifts for the arrival of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to the Lightway Academy in Abuja, Nigeria. And so you see the beads there because you remember they were not wearing any beads when they arrived, but they were gifted them. So this picture, such beauty. Misan, his eye is like no other. So I wanted to share this just to highlight. And there was additional coverage given the Accra Times, contrary to the false narratives of the British media. Prince Harry and Meghan were welcomed warmly in Nigeria. In their attempt to discredit the couple, the British media tried to denigrate Nigeria, the most populous Black nation on earth and West Africa's biggest economy, labeling it as unsafe with an annual income of $200. So, Wusa, I saw this and I was like, yes. They were welcomed warmly. Obviously, the four kings bestowing upon Meghan and making her a princess in her own right within Nigeria. So, I just have to kind of give that a little bit of time there. Cookie Rabio, I believe that's how you would say the last name, daughter of billionaire philanthropist, pictured with Duchess Meghan. She was also a guest at the Nigerian Women in Leadership Forum. So we remember the leadership forum that Meghan attended because there's the red dress. And I saw a tweet that the designer was just blown away when she saw Meghan wearing her design, blown away. So they were welcomed. Okay, just gonna keep saying that. Here's a unseen picture from prior, but I hadn't seen it. Maybe some of y'all probably have already by now with the aunties. These are military spouses and widows, I found out. So um, just love the picture. And I think it was after this point that color started to be introduced. They said no, 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 no. So I don't know. On the emblem, you can see that it just says military spouse on that one. So here's another picture. I believe this is the first, the wife of the governor. I believe I could be wrong. That's in the yellow, but we know that they were El Casual as they were getting ready to fly home, fly home. But as they were preparing to leave, I think this is a beautiful, you know, representation and a fond farewell to them as they were heading home, which we're going to see some information in Trash Time regarding. But um, thank you to the squaddie who had put this together and then shared, snatched it. Yes. All right. It does say Getty Images on it at the bottom there, but Princess Ada Mazi, I'm not going to say the rest because I will butcher it. I will learn how to say this, but she is part of the ancient kingdom before all of those others came along to wreck the world. Okay. I said I was going to behave. Again, the giving campaign is taking place. Um, the link is at the top. And then, of course, if you want to donate to Save the Children Nigeria, I will try to get the link for the next live stream that I do. And then, you can always go out to the Google and find their website directly if you don't want to wait on me. All right. So, as always, I'm still working towards the 10,000 subs, the next goal. Then it will be, try to catch up to Baron holding on to his. It's like, wait for me. There's channel merch, and then there's Trash Time merch. This is what you see on your Trash Time merch. So, just letting you all know that. Getting into pre-Trash Time, there is Baby Deranger and Her Royal Highness Princess Sinky. So they both were busy because the crazies have been a little busy. So once I go through these and before Trash Time, I'll jump into the comments. There's quite a few. So um, Baby Deranger, how dare M display her toned shoulders and back? She's only doing so to mock our dry skin and flabby arms. And why can't H keep his hands off her? Their obvious love is disrespectful to our royals who can't stand for their wives to touch them. His Majesty the King must remove their titles. So a couple of squaddies under this one had me screaming. So they they did a meme and they put, the passy in baby, Deranger's mouth, and then cope. Extra strength. Some of the Derangers need this. They do. They need this. Um, and we might need to help them with the child resistant packaging, but they need this. Baby Deranger continued. How dare H have a new chief of staff? Is he that busy? What does he do all day? How much money does he have? He'll overshadow our real royals by paying his chief of staff California wages instead of 30,000 pounds. We can't compete with the Montecito Royal Court. His Majesty the King must remove all titles. So as I said, Baby Deranger was cutting up. from our time of talking on Tuesday, Sinky would have had to join in, and so here's Sinky. Sinky wanted, since they do polls all the time over there, Sinky decided to do a poll. Screaming is the word. Sussex Squad, shall we play a game? Just a quick poll for poops and giggles. Wild scenario. You have to save your nation from annihilation, and a marriage to one of the two rival nations will forge the alliance your people need for survival. Whom do you marry? Note, option 3 means death. So it has the Marquise David Rock Savage, Prince William, and then Dear God, why is the third option. So I told you Sinky was cutting up just as bad. Okay. So drop in the comment which one you would choose. And remember what option 3 means. Sinky has given you that fair warning. But, I'm just curious to see what you all would say. All right. So Sinky says, whatever Kate needs, she gets. Hmm. Really? She needs a husband that can stand her, and she sure isn't getting that. When I tell you how I hollered, and I know I shouldn't. Okay, because woo. So the fire behind that statement here, King Charles has apparently made it clear that anyone who dares criticizing Princess Kate will risk being read the riot act. As much as when he pulled down that curtain and he was scared as the curtain was coming down to hit the floor when he unveiled his portrait. Is that the kind of riot act that he's going to read? And I know I'm not in trash time yet, so I'm going to try to be nice. Okay. Anyway, this was how I felt and looked after I saw that last one from Sinky. And I'm going to jump into the comments. Woo! Sis Helda, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Tiger, I saw your name as I was scrolling up. All right, I'm just checking comments, see what's going on. Did I miss anything? Or y'all dropping some good tea that I might have missed? I'm just. All right, so I'm going to start here and then work my way. Oh, that's so sweet, Grace. Hello, everyone. Once again, it's time to take out the trash. Welcome to another episode of VS Speaks Royally. I love that. I should do a little intro with that. Let me behave. All right. Annie says Nigeria showed up and showed out. The live that has shown to the love that was shown to the Sussexes. Yes, love was shown to them. There is a lot of crazy headlines out there, which I just kind of am like, yeah, okay. Let me see what else I see out here. And hello to everyone out there in the clouds. To you all. I'm still listen. I'm seeing some. If you signed up for the email alerts from Lemonada, then you're getting their newsletters and what's new and all exciting. We're like scanning. Squaddies are scanning for Meghan. When is that announcement so we can jump on the new podcast that's coming? So, Sharon, Idalina, Joan, how are you here? Happy Saturday to you. Hello, Hattie. Church Nilling. All right, let me see. Coming on down, coming on down, coming on down. Idalina says, hello, Faith. Didn't we just trash somebody calls the trolls? Oh, my. Unless I'm missing something. Idalina is saying, I'm having a delay, cannot click. There we go. Those are beautiful pictures, admirable. Yes. And they are, Misan, I only shared a few things. Like you really have to, if you're out on the app formerly known as, then you will. Yes. Jones says, we can see that Misan enjoyed taking photos. Oh, yes. Lots and lots. And he did. So, and we get to feast when he shares them out. So, Wendy is saying the Rangers will hate. The best way to deal with them is to ignore engagement. That is what they need. Ghost them. Yes. Especially if they have a blue check. Although there is, y'all are seeing trash time. Some squatties were following this individual. Hopefully by now they're not, although we do need insiders. So you'll understand when I get there. Hey, Sharon, Compton Cali. If I didn't, I think I did. Adorable says, this tour was successful because the inefficient KP staff that do not like to receive 5 a.m. email didn't plan this tour. There you go. I mean, a lot of times it depends on management. I'm sure these people showed up at what, 9 a.m. If somebody sent you a 5 a.m. email, they weren't expecting a response at that time. Give me a break. Give me a break. But yes, I want to say she was bullying because she was sending emails before time. Silly is as silly does, right? Yes, I'm going to get to that in trash time, Idalina, on let's all congratulate Governor Newsom for standing for Meghan and Harry. Yes. Um, mhm. His fine looking self. I'm just saying. Okay. Let me get on. Get on. Karen says Megan's wrap is sold out. Yes. We knew that. You know anything she wears. If you're not one of the first 10 to see it, it's sold out by the time you do. All right. Let me see. Jones says, Idalina, 2 days ago, I sent a message and thanked Governor Newsom and the Attorney General of California. Yes, that is definitely a trash time situation. And when I got up and saw the video clip, I'm like, why? What is he talking about? Like, why is he giving a shout out? And then it took me a moment to just a couple of tweets that I saw. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? So many are dragging People magazine because they did have access to the Sussexes during the Nigeria trip. And then they were probably one of the first ones to. We have to always remember, they fall into the tabloidish realm. So Karen is saying to Little Mac it was a regalia by FAL and they are doing pre-order and it's from the Royalty and Culture Collection. Yes. Mhm. that that Meghan was gifted. Mhm. Kim is saying loving the aunties. Yes. Miss Viv, mwah, to you. Hello, hello. How are you? That part here. Beautiful and powerful woman. Yes. Mhm. Elaine S. Blessings all. The openly racist press remarks by the Rota prove the need to keep the Sussex family safe. If they remove anybody in their way, it proves they're dangerous. They had some hurt feelings. They only wanted to get close to them in order to either get pictures. And some squatties were like, too bad that because they had military security because they were there to see military with regard to the Invictus Games. Too bad they didn't, kind of smash the cameras. But no, 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 because we don't want them to be the victims. They're not victims. That Rhoda and the UK media at large are not victims in any situation, and we shall not allow them to become martyrs. So, but I'm glad they were kept away and that they got the treatment that they gave unto the local media that were on the ground during the Royal South African tour that Harry and Meghan did. hmm Okay, because they were a nasty bunch of folks to the local journalists and media. The story that I heard about them picking over lunchbox food and then, saying, oh, yeah, the food's over there. Phew, they need to come in contact with some of us Americans. All right, let me behave. I'm not in trash time yet. Woo, my Lord. Okay, Idalina, Meghan, and Harry, act of kindness makes a tremendous impact in people's lives. Yes. And if you hear her snoring, that's Penelope, who's over here like out for the count. Uh, um, Annie B, Baby Deranger, and Princess Sinky, give them hell, yes. I had so much. I was like, oh my goodness, I had so much for trash time. I had to delete some other pictures, but I had already shared them, so it wasn't too bad. I was just going to show them again. I was like, no, I kind of need these items. Adorable says, of course, we all expected the UK media to print trash headlines. The world no longer take them seriously anyway. Let the royal family UK media remain bitter, bitter, bitter. Yes, yes. Compton, you like? Yes. The cope. I'm telling you, we need squaddies need to be handing that out to the Rangers in droves because they are truly not coping well. Um, oh yes. Happy Dina says happy sixth anniversary to the Sussexes. I mean, it was 2 days ago. Remember, they're private. Okay, anyway. May God continue to bless their union and keep them safe from all the derangers. Continuous success on their work. Yeah. Yes. Very early, but yes, we are 6 years. Those I'm not in trash time. I'm gonna have to put this. Let me star this because then if I decide to cut all the way up, yeah, I'll drag a few folks that didn't give them. Were trying their best that it wasn't even anniversaries they would be celebrating. Okay, I got it out without going too deep and dark. Veronica, hello to you. How are you? All right. Coming on down. All right. Black Queen, Miss VS, 2 shorts, links, 4 squad, 2 view, caution music. What happened? I'm missing something. Y'all know y'all have to. um, Annie, I'm not talking about that. Well, I might have left the portrait in. I think I deleted it. I showed my husband that portrait. His facial expression, uh, he was like, ugh. Yeah, that's the king's portrait. Oh, and Black Queen, thank you for 19 months of membership, by the way, to you. I'm just kind of lost. Yeah, caution the music. Okay. Elaine asks, the monarchy is collapsing as the truth is being revealed. Ooh, truth beyond truth. Ooh, some truth. Their own karma is coming down on them. Yes, about time. Camilla is destroying Kate, so Kate is getting what she did to Meghan. Real. The snake bit back, and anyone that was dumb enough to trust that female cobra, ciao. Okay. Woo. Okay. I see I'm getting into some of the Black Queen. Thank you. Let me see. I'll let me see what V says. Poor baby Deranger has been melting down for 2 weeks nonstop over Harry and Meghan ruling the kingdoms of Nigeria and the UK. And here I sit laughing. Woo! My gosh. Okay. All right, let me behave myself. I do have some love that I see was dropped on me. Woo! My goodness, over here. I have some. Whew. Black Queen, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the super sticker. Also, Kivia, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is for, let me just make sure. Yes, this is for the 2 of you. Let me get to my spot. You know, I'm never in the right spot in the beginning. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. So Kiwi and Black Queen, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. May it be returned unto both of you 1,000 times over. Sorry for the mic hitting the mic there. Woo, my goodness. Okay. Let me just acknowledge. So Kiwi, in case you're not listening, but you dropped it right as the live stream was starting. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Give you that little heart back. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me come back over. Let me just scan the comments again because, I think I need to get on into trash time. Yes, Annie G. Yes, the governor of California became a squatty at that moment. But you know how we do newbies, we do a quick side eye. But knowing the work that they're doing, and see, he spoke of things that people don't even realize. Okay, let me come on back over here. Idalina, when people blame and criticize Harry and Meghan, they are avoiding some truths about themselves. Ooh, well, drop the mic on that. Okay, drop the mic on that. All right. Tiger is saying happy 6th anniversary. Yes. hmm Woo, trash time's gonna be epic. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get into trash time after I read this because I see some others about that portrait. Y'all, it was his true essence. I won't say demonic. I mean, you can use that word. Just his true essence. I just can't stop laughing over it because the butterfly, I didn't even really notice till somebody said, "Oh, nice butterfly." I had to look again. I'm like, you just get drawn in by those eyes. I saw Ghostbusters jumping out all over on memes. Yes. Because if you've seen the original Ghostbusters and that painting, okay, let me let me come over here. Joan. Ah, okay, you gave me the information. I was looking for Black Queen. You didn't have to give another. But thank you. All right, so Joan, P.S. Who'll invite Harry and Meghan to their country next? Good question. Some have said South Korea. I don't see there's a lot more political that happens there, so I don't know. Being that it would be Invictus Games, you know how media would flip it around, but that could be it. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anybody have guesses? What would be the next country? Thank you, Joan. And Black Queen is giving me the information. VS posted 2 links to Meg on tour when she was on Shutter Island. She's dancing with the natives and being hugged by children to music. Oh, copyright alert. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not one to usually click on the links, especially during the live stream, if I didn't post them. The look that Penelope just gave me because I just tapped her to wake her up. She's snoring so loud. But yeah, I'm real careful on that, especially during a live stream on. But I will check them out when I do the replay. Okay, so Joan, Black Queen, to both of you, thank you, thank you, thank you. May it be returned to you 1,000 times over. One moment, let me play this for y'all. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Gwen S came in here, snuck right on in here. This is Gwen, thank you. Same to you. Thank you for the blessing. May it be returned unto you 1,000 times over. And this is for you. See y'all again. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, Gwen S. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Let me get back over here and come down and just kind of scan the comments. For those that understand this, let me try to find it because I want the right wording. Because this kind of touches on whew, how we're kind of feeling about oh, how did he do this? Let me just see something because Y'all know, y'all know if I put it up, I'll just someone named it the six B's. So if you've seen, I was looking for the six B words that were used because I remember bleach, blonde, um, badly built, butch body. I think that was it. Anyway, if y'all saw what happened in the U.S. Congress, where the one that effed A quickly FO found out when she got whew, dragged for filth. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, because I feel the need to do the same when it comes down to trash time. What did you say, Church? Now that painting was too Silence of the Lambs for me. Well, if you've seen Silence of the Lambs, you understand that sound. Okay, let me. Hey, Lex, how are you? Kim, how are you? Okay, let me get over here. Ooh, Kim Coach, you got it. Church Nelly, did you catch that the monarch butterfly? Something tells me that portrait was prophetic. Someone put that portrait and that horse, that bleeding horse that was running through the streets just weeks ago. Okay. Now, I don't know where Marshar is, but okay. Sussex love, I'm done. I saw that comment. Okay, Joan, y'all know yes, she does, but she's there to cause chaos. She's an agent of chaos for real reals, and she is not the victim, and we cannot allow her to be the victim. Okay, V, thank you. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe return unto you 1,000 times over. This is for you, and then I'm gonna get to trash time. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, V, so very much. Okay. All righty. Some of y'all comments just has me Black Queen, but she should have never went after that particular representative because she knows she would clap back. And that to watch the video clip of the male representative trying to keep his composure gives me life. That's what you deserve. Yes, that's right. And no, don't be, we see all the crazies talking about, oh, how racist, and, and look at, because they're saying how it ghetto the Congress is. It was ghetto when y'all elected some of them other representatives. Now I'm going to move on before, because I'm not officially in trash time, but I am truly about to cut all the way up. Lottie, did I miss you? I don't know if I missed you. Um, what time is it? I must have. Okay, I don't see. Oh, I don't see it over here. So let me just say, Lottie, thank you for your super sticker. Your gift may be returned unto you 1,000 times over. All right. I keep saying I'm gonna get to trash time, and y'all keep blessing. So, all right. Thank you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you. You're making it rain. I'm steady talking and I hit it again. Y'all channel members really bless each month, and then you just drop the love right here. Okay, so the 6 words. Oh, bad built butch body. Okay, did I say bad? I don't know if I remember bad, but yeah, dude. The drag of the century, and that was just in the 6 B's. Just remember that. All right, we're gonna get to it. Trash time, trash time. Let me see the people that voted for it. Yeah, well, same could be said for those Church Nelly that voted for number 45, but I'm gonna move on because I don't want to make it any more than I just had to acknowledge that that dragging was just a beautiful thing to behold. Okay, so let me unhighlight this. I'm just gonna keep it there. Okay, I'm gonna come back over here, come up to the favorite spot, hit the marker. All right. We've been dabbling a little bit, running around the edges of it, but Here we go.
It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time.
Whew. Yes, trash time. Now, as much as Squad joked about the gifts that Harry and Meghan received, you know that the media over in the UK would make it into something nefarious. So someone took the time to count. Don't ask me how, because, okay. I guess I don't pay it, like, I pay attention to detail, but it's not that I'm saying, ooh, they got, whoo, number one. Okay. Like those jars of jam that somehow's lost some attention, but Sussex stash, Meghan and Harry failed to stick to royal protocol after keeping over 20 gifts from Nigerian tour. But Kate and Wills can't. Number one, there isn't royal protocol when it comes down to Harry and Meghan because they weren't on the royal tour. The others, the Blanders, the missing in action, at least one, um, Swillio shows up when he can. I guess on his sober days, aka allegedly. Um, Yeah, so rural protocol. Mind your business the way that Harry and Meghan mind theirs when they're out and about living life. Wills and Kate can't keep gifts. Where are the $80 million in diamonds? The jewelry that is missing that was last seen around the absent lady's neck. She dripped herself down in them queen diamonds for that funeral, the Queen's funeral. Ugh, little did she know the energy she drew to herself. All right, I'm going to move on to the next headline. Mm. But here's even more the news internationally. They all just read off and feed off the same talking points they get from their bosses, or is it the bosses of the media that run the royal family? They're all the same. You know, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle received over 20 gifts from Nigeria tour. It wasn't a tour. They were asked to come and they were visiting, and it was for Invictus games. So, what gifts they were given while they were there are their gifts. All right. We will probably see some of it while we are, you know, afforded an inside look if there's a Zoom call or something that, we see, or they do something where they're, you know, zoomed in and do a speech or something like that, because that has happened. But yeah, they're counting the gifts now. Giftsgate. It just, these headlines just cracked me up. Now, absent lady. It's bad when you are cosplaying the absent lady. Like, there's a lot. The woman on the left, for those who may not be aware, is Marchioness, I believe, of Chumney, or is the Marchioness of Chumney. Um, there's allegedly some ties with her and the heir. She pegs. He loves it. His wife don't like it, allegedly. hmm But she's This is now she cosplayed the Aquazera shoes because Kate had to try to cosplay Meghan. Ancestors said, "Oh yeah, watch what we do." Okay, and so now she's cosplaying again with the hat. But his life, it's many calamities. Everyone is seeing this as a soft rollout for this woman who is standing next to her husband in this picture. Scary. I need to know how old this man is or how much older he is to her, because it's a big age gap. And why wasn't she on the list of potentials when the heir was looking for wives initially? And if she was, why come around now? If you didn't want the twerb, why do you want him now? Okay. But I think she's just the beard, and I'm going to move on. So yeah, she is blossoming in the court of the consort, who was a mistress at one time. hmm Loud and bold about it. Okay. That's how we got the sanitary product gate, which now there's a portrait that kind of reflects that whole time frame, I'm guessing. Hmm. Now, some of y'all love this particular person. PW is her initials. I never thought I'd say this, but it's time to bring Prince Harry home. Now, I'm taking down the banner so you can see the date. This was on the 14th. That's the drum beat for the week. Have a successful, visit in Nigeria. Oh, he's got to come back. We've got to bring him back. We've got to bring him back. F off, because you're not. He's not. He's made that clear. Um, as disgusting and horrible as y'all have been, y'all really want him just to be 3 steps behind his old fart of a brother. That's really what you want. Baldy mops, baldy locks, sway, or swillio, or fulio, whichever. I'm sure there's some other names y'all have for the heir, but nevertheless, okay. That's not Harry's life. Thank God. Diana and the ancestors, Meghan's, were looking out for them. They've met. Life has changed. The trajectory that they had planned for Harry. So, yeah. Telegraph, it's the same thing. This was just the one that I saw, and then I saw the other screenshot and wanted to share. So, many of you have dropped the comments, and I know I spoke on it briefly. Delinquent gate. That's what I like to call it. Delinquent gate. So, this headline, taking down the banner just for a second, you would see the 14th. That was a busy day. Again, after a successful trip, here we go. Oh, look, their foundation is delinquent per the state of California. So, Toronto Sun, Harry, and this is just one of the multitude of tabloids that printed this BS. Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation, learn how to spell it, okay, blames missing check after declared delinquent. So, if you have read, you've seen, I know squaddies are aware of this. And here were the different comments that we had, as far as that's when Idalina was like, congratulations to him for, um, as far as stepping forward and defending Harry and Meghan. So, Cookies and cream, I believe the paperwork fiasco was definitely another failed attempt to smear and sabotage the Sussexes. The Unroyals and their racist minions have been actively trying to destroy Archewell. Yes, yes, and yes. Because immediately following, like it's laughable. Um, when I realized what was happening, I just was like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. So, and then continuing on, I saw this extraordinary moment because this was all over my timeline. And so everyone just share. That was the word of the day. Share this out, drown out the crazy headline. So, um, extraordinary moment. California's here they have to put in what his party is, which most people know. Dem Governor Gavin Newsom goes out of his way to defend Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation. Of course, it's the Daily Fail, so that's why they had to stick in the political party of the governor. You could have just left it at California's governor, Gavin Newsom. Those of us in the US know what party he's affiliated with, or they should. Okay. He shut all that ish down immediately. Okay. Shut it all the way down. As I would expect the head of a state, when it's being called into question, you know, to step forward and really speak for those that are not able to speak, which was the Archewell Foundation at the time. So, because the headlines were just going crazy. Um, California governor praises Prince Harry and Meghan Markle amid technical quote technical issue. And it was determined. And, will they rewrite their headlines as the governor has suggested? No. But this screenshot was captured. As it turns out, Harry and Meghan's org was never actually delinquent, as sources say. Direct knowledge tell us the payments that were owed in association with renewal fees had in fact been paid way back in November, amounting to $200. Yeah. If you think that their well-oiled machine and deadlines that have to be met. If you think that they would miss a deadline knowing exactly what the media was waiting to do, now again, this happened in 2023. You waited till May 14th to report it of 2024. So nothing but an attempt to smear them after a successful trip to Nigeria. So the mouthpieces of the royal family in the UK, the Rhoda, as they like to call themselves, royal experts and whatever else. Go F yourselves. Okay. Scratch and Pete, there's your vibrant language. There's your vibrant language. Okay. So this got squashed very quickly. The ancestors aren't playing with you crazies, and I don't know why y'all don't understand. The Lady in Black's list is very long because everybody that was behind them articles going out, if you didn't do a retraction and a bigger headline, as loud and as bold as you were, just like the governor said, then you're gonna get it. Go get it. So let me on May 17th. This is Aussie news. Prince William and Kate Middleton reportedly absolutely furious, end quote, over Meghan and Harry's Nigeria trip. Give them X-Lax because that's probably what they both need. Although I think one won't need anything of the sort anymore. But, when that announcement comes, it comes. All right. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's royal style trip to Nigeria, they are royals. They just didn't go in the capacity as a royal tour. It was for Invictus Games. Get it together. Is said to have infuriated Prince William and Kate Middleton. Um, Prince William really should not want headlines that have absolutely furious or infuriated or incandescent with rage anywhere near his name, along with the absent lady. Because until she ever shows her face on TV again, because that's the only way anyone's going to believe it, not no AI generated video talking about a disease that you said you had and were doing well, and then suddenly now you're not to be seen for damn near a year, which then speaks to you ain't doing so well after all. But okay, let the this if that's the hill that the UK royal family decided to go on or up to, they're gonna die on that hill. Okay, let me come on back over here. So you fly from Nigeria back home to California. I don't know. More than likely, it was a direct flight. That is a very long flight. Now, from some reports, it was 18 hours. I'll just go with that. Um, but it seems the video clip that is shown of because the UK media was stalking the airport shows of Meghan just walking to get into the car is because they're not happy. Um, you sit your bum. I'm going to try to be nice on a plane for that long without absolutely going stir crazy. And while you might have comfortable seats and arrangements on a plane, you're tired. I don't think they slept while they were in Nigeria, as we're seeing. We only know about Save the Children. I'm sure there were other visits. I just have it in my feeling in my bones. And it was an awesome, awesome, jam-packed, intentional visits that occurred while they were in Nigeria. So this idiot who I only took a screenshot because you see they have a blue check. But anyway, does this look like a happy couple or even a couple at all? Meghan is marching off ahead of Harry as if he's not even there while he slowly strolls to the car behind her. Why does she always have to dash off ahead of him? Y'all are mad if she holds his hand. Y'all are mad if she rubs his back. But now y'all are trying to imply that something is going on because she was tired and she just wanted to get in the car. The sooner she's in the car, the less pictures y'all can take or video clips because they already know what happens. I just saw her walking and she looked tired. So, yeah, you fly in from Nigeria and you go and smile and wave. If she had turned and waved at the cameras, y'all would have been like, oh, look at her. She's just wanting to be the attention. Ugh. Nothing that Meghan does makes y'all happy. I think this is a burner account of a media, someone in the media. Just would be fitting that it is. This was the headline because, here we have, let me just take down for a second so you can see. This was Yahoo Life UK. Meghan Markle strides off from Harry as they land back in LA after excruciating 18-hour day. I guess she was supposed to skip around. Y'all are like Looney Toonies, fresh and fruities. Now, this particular deranger gets some airplay only because it's just laughable to me. There was a whole discussion on the Windsors, but this was the one that I felt that should be shared because it was coming towards the end. So, talking about immigrants and such and such and such, and the person said the royals are immigrants. Phil was Greek, the rest are German. And then the idiot bot not how it works. The royals are not, quote, German. They descend from a German house. That's it. They changed their last name to sound more English. Because at that time they didn't want to be affiliated with the man that wore the armband with a symbol on it that was slaughtering another nation of people, who now in 2024 is doing the same to another nation. But nevertheless, I digress. But yeah, so if you descend from a German house, aren't you German? This is the crazies that are out here behind keyboards and computers. Now, hold on to your hats, ladies and gents. We're getting to like the crazy mother cluckers taking words from my boss, Mrs. S, of the portion of trash time. Okay. I don't remember the nickname that this person has. Y'all do. And I'm sure I'll see it in the comments when I get back over there. But anyway, MC. It's the Me Markle tour in Nigeria. So she was upset that, um, and this was from the 14th. Notice all these crazy headlines coming out on the 14th. Okay, so albino something. I can't remember. The albino assassin, is that what he called her? Why is that jumping out at me? Okay, I'm going to go with that. Y'all will correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, there was this whole thing. Why didn't she mention the one that's pictured, the absent lady that's pictured with the bad juju engagement ring in Nigeria when she was at the women's leadership? Because the absent lady wasn't part of the conversation. I'm sure if she was asked a question, she would have responded, but thankfully no one asked such a stupid question during that time because it was focusing on Nigeria. What does Kate have to do with Nigeria? There was no chain link fences for her to reach out to touch him. First of all, I don't think she's reaching out to anyone at the moment. Okay. Now, this next one I shared on Talk Tuesday. This was this idiot, Christopher Wilson. To all the Christopher Wilsons on the app formerly known as, you probably got inundated and were getting dragged because somebody was being dragged that the person tagged the wrong person. Please be sure when you're going to tag somebody that you tag the right account, because it was just unfair for that person to not only be dragged for something they didn't say, but then all the responses that were coming. Yeah. Anyway, this is what he deleted this tweet. You're going to see that coming up, um, referring to the former king of England that abdicated to marry his, what was she, three times divorced American Wallace, but because of his affiliation with a certain group that's named on this screenshot, is why he truly abdicated from what all accounts are being told. But anyway, he deleted this, and I have a delay. Come on, system. Let's go. Let's go. Let me make sure y'all are seeing on the other side. Okay. You can see it. I can't. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh. I can't with technology right now. So he's saying not quite the truth. I deleted it because it caused unanticipated offense. You thinking you making reference to that particular group and the slaughter that they did, World War II, that it had an unanticipated offense? You should be, I'm not even going to say it. I'll just let mm, y'all fill in the blanks as you wish. Okay. So this is what he had said at one point back in 2021. There's a reason that headline wouldn't come up. I don't know why. The difficulty was that at the beginning, there was hope that Harry would come home alone, perhaps. Sir, the karma that's going to come get you and snatch you. The lady in black, she's going to snatch you good. You deserve each and every bit of it. All right. For those on the app formerly known as and who may be following, there's some names that you see. Hopefully by now they have unfollowed, or if you can be the underground for those of us, because yeah, this particular person, as you see at the top of the screenshot, it says this post was deleted by the post author. And you see the response that was coming in. Meghan has never used white for any modeling job. So whew, here we go. So yes, he was pushing the narrative that Meghan always identified as white. He has said some pretty disgusting things, but I'll say he used the F word in reference to the men that she marries. Okay, the pigment of the men. So here is the apology. Apology. I recently made a mistake regarding Meghan Markle's racial identity, incorrectly stating that she identifies as white. I have since learned that she has always identified as biracial. I regret the error and appreciate those who corrected me. Oh, no, you got dragged for a little filth. And okay. Sonny said it on The View the other day. The time for going high is over. If you go low, I'm going. She actually said to the crust of earth. Okay, I kind of agree with that. We will go lower than you and drag your horse with us. Up and down, just drag you all up and down. And while you're screaming for mercy and the same mercy you didn't give unto Meghan, okay, because he has some nasty tweets out there, and Sussex Squad receipt vault is large. So what happens when he got dragged? Because I was able to go out and get his account prior. These posts are protected. Oh, he went private. That's why I said I hope that some, you know, remain undercover just so we can see and watch his flipping activity, because he didn't just flip that on. He's allegedly, some folks were following and thinking he was a nice person. No, not so much. Okay, the Ranger. All right, so here's Swillio again. Well, and this is a comment by a squatty. Well, plan B seems to be going according to plan. Apparently, Willie is beaming. I see smiles, the crazy face, like Absent Lady did, and the jazzy hands. That's what I saw when I saw this picture. So here's the news. Prince William looks happy during latest outing after Rose Hanbury's meeting with Camilla. Now, excuse you, but why does one's name have to do with the see the y'all see what the media is telling y'all without telling y'all? Because one name shouldn't be mentioned when you're talking about a married man who's married to somebody else who had a video about a diagnosis back in March. All right. This one here. Swillio. Yes, God. The karma coming for you, sir. Unmatched. Unmatched. Nostradamus hasn't been wrong about many things, so keep reaching for that golden ring because you are going to be able to enjoy it. All right, so the Kang and his Khan have been out and about and dressed in the frilly robes and big gold chains around their neck. Anybody that talks about another rapper with a gold chain around their neck, just point them to the royals, okay? hmm Okay. They have their big medallions on their robes and etc. And that little boy that you see behind the Kang is said Marchioness of Chumney's son. King Charles seems to favor him over his own grandchildren that live in California, but I'm going to move on. So he was there. King joins throng of honor holders at service of dedication. Okay, I'm going to move on. He is in the limelight. He's getting, oh, they're clapping for me. Oh my gosh. Still not looking like a man that's having treatments. I'm just going to say that. Okay. King Charles applauded on Royal Opera House stage and says he's, quote, not too bad, end quote, amid cancer treatment. Oops, sir. Ooh, sir, your treatment gonna have to go on and on and on until you leave up out of here because, anyway. This is the future look of the royal balcony on Buckingham Palace. Because they're just gonna keep it up. Now, a troll thought they were doing something. Listen up, listen up. The things that you got pictured here is not media, so someone did correct them. The American press has opened their eyes to them as well, it seems. Meghan and Harry are a joke, and it's not just the UK press. And someone kindly told them, in the US, tabloids are not regarded as news. And I'll just give it the pause it needs. So all the little tabloids, which a lot of them are linked to the UK, the owners of those publications. So yeah, I'm gonna show you all. Let me see. How do I want to do this? All right, I'm gonna just move this one up because he deserves to get some of the Lady in Black energy. So some of y'all know who this gentleman is, some of you may not. And when the picture changes, okay, so he gave a commencement speech. He is the Kansas City Chiefs kicker, and his speech had a lot of stuff in it. But what he said to the women that were graduating, that you were sold a diabolical lie in getting a degree and trying to better your life because your life doesn't begin until you marry. Your husband is the one that will. You, sir, you're being dragged for filth, as you should. Um, but it's a commencement speech, even where it was, keep your crazy thoughts to yourself. Someone needs to review some of these speeches of some of these people and why he was given the honor. I don't know. Hopefully, you know, The women that are in and were in the audience, they should have stood up and told him to shut the up. But, they didn't want to do that because you technically don't have your paper in hand until such time as you walk off stage and go to the library and go get your, yeah, there you go. Those are one of them little secrets they might not tell you during graduation. So you can only cut up but so much. He deserves every bit of the lady in black karma because for him to say that his wife's life didn't begin until he came along, and hopefully if she ever leaves you, you will find out just how much she loved that life. Okay. um yeah, don't get injured because you're going to find out the life that you truly, she might have to make your life, sir. All right, I'm just saying. Let me get back over here and continue on. The lady in black has a whole lot added to the list. Always does. And she gonna get each and every one. We know the rota. They just chalk it up. They're on that list. Whoop. Royal family, UK, chalk it up. They're on that list. Anyone that speaks out and crazy about me, oh, y'all on that list because her ancestors do not play. Y'all just won't take heed of that. The Nigerian tour a week later, still a success. It was a success then. We're hearing news coming out of the country how successful it was. Okay. As y'all know, I always say my middle finger energy is up and stuck when it comes to the UK royals, and their mouthpieces, which is the media over there. Up and stuck. So, a little pre time for you all. A little pre. This one deserved to be up top, and I didn't realize where she was until now. I'm just going to let y'all read that headline. CT is a liar. She's a racist. Okay. And the middle finger energy's up with her anyway. So, to close on a more happier note, because y'all know I like to when I can, I saw this headline and I thought, oh my goodness, how sweet. Bride 88 finally wears wedding dress, veil, marries first crush. So I had to click. I love all things weddings. So this caught my eye. And so I was like, oh, look, how sweet is this? I also thought this is the life that they had expected maybe for Harry, that he would have waited until he was 88 before he proposed to Meghan. Okay, because they kept going over that. All right. But anyway, this is the second marriage for them both, and they fell in love after reconnecting at their 50th high school reunion. Can you imagine? How sweet is that? Sometimes some first crushes. All right, let me. Loving energy, loving energy. All right, there's 180 comments. Lord of mercy. Oh, and some of y'all been dropping a lot of love. Oh, y'all so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. Sussex love, WTF is Kate. Metro Police, we demand a health, wellness, and safety check for Kate Middleton. It's sad that squaddies are saying this and not her fans, allegedly, who rather run around hating on Harry and Meghan than um, even looking like they like their fave. Okay. Legs. Legs and my boss dropped some love. So, first things first. Leg says she should have made it the lucky 7 Bs with, you know what that word is, batch. Because she was on the congressional floor, she really couldn't. So, but yes, that would have been perfect. You know, we all probably know that's what she wanted to add on to the end. But Legs, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then you said it's going to be a Christmas Carol event this year. Ooh, my gosh. Okay. Thank you for both super stickers. To you, woo, I got to read what my boss is saying. My boss is saying, okay, here you go. Happy anniversary to the most genuine couple, Harry and Meghan. Oh, that's so sweet of you. And then you dropped love here. to you. Okay, so Legs and Mrs. S. This is to the both of you. You know I was not in the right spot, but I will be shortly. Hold on one second.
You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me.
Thank you to both of you. May it be returned unto you 1,000 times over. Yes. All right. Eh, my goodness. Woo, the 7Bs. Yes, that really would have been perfect. F around and find out. That's the name of the game. All right. Everyone hates RNT. How are you, sir? How are you, sir? Hopefully well. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Scrolling up. Oh my goodness. What time is it? Woo! My lord. We're at an hour and a half already? Phew. That was a lot of trash time, huh? My goodness. My goodness. Woo. Okay. I'm going to start here and work my way as quickly as I can through the comments. I probably will skip a lot, but don't be offended if I don't read your comment. Okay. Or scream your name. Charge the eyes, not the heart. But Queen says ghetto is universal in every race and culture. It actually originated in Europe. Shh, don't tell him history. Nothing more ghetto than the Retrumplicans. Oh my, Lord of mercy. Yes, that is true. um, yes, we will. Ooh. Friends sending me comments. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me just star that one because I might have to save that one for the last comment. All right. Let me come on down in the chat. Idalina, scientists say the world is made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Hell, they forgot to mention morons. I like that. I like that. I'll have to start. I'm gonna have to do it eeny, meeny, miny, mo when I get it ready to go. Let me see. Sussex Love Raskin. Oh, that's his last name. Okay. Laughed. He tried really hard, and that was what gave me life. He was trying his best not to. Mhm. Okay. Let me come on down. Okay. Um, we're now in trash time per what all the comments are saying. Hattie is saying they are no longer working royals and they support themselves. Royal protocol doesn't exist or affect them. Bingo. But you know how they always like to pull out that royal protocol bull crap when it comes down to Meghan. Everyone but Meghan. But thankfully, the racism of that family over there in the UK that lives in palaces and their mouthpieces, their media, the racism is on full display. So that whole we aren't a racist family, spoken by a current heir. Mhm. Paraphrasing what he said, but that's basically what he was saying. Yeah. We, sir, the lie detector says that is a lie. Okay. hmm Karen M. 99% of the royal protocol are made up. Right. I mean, not even curtsying was truly protocol, so to speak. So, because when folks that don't have to curtsy and bow to their leaders get over there, none of them should expect the same. But baby, if she, if Princess Meghan, excuse me, if Princess Meghan happens to grace them with her presence, they better be some heads bowing and knees breaking to curtsy. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Let me come on down. Lexus, do they know what it means to receive a gift? Hmm. No, they don't. Let me see. Hattie says, also the queen, when alive, received several horses as gifts. Well, and one left the stables and it's in the palace, living in the queen's old settings, huh? Annie says, VS, they feed off each other because they didn't get this memo. True. Ah. Ooh, Lakivia, Lord of mercy. I'm gonna read it, but just my opinion. Kate and the necklace are in the ground. Jesus. Grace says, define tour. Yes, I moved off that one quick, didn't I? Oh my gosh. Yes, Adriana. Are the goblins counting the gifts? They're trying. I don't know how they would know since we only saw the presentation of a few by the kings that were there. So, mm, I don't know how they know about all these gifts that they received. The T-shirts, we did see that. What else did they? I mean, Oh my gosh. Lottie, no, I didn't see KS. Don't care to look, didn't check. Let me stop. Let me keep on moving through this because I was gonna. And the husband bag of money from the Middle East because I believe he had bags of money from the Middle East. So gifts. R&T understands this. Gifts. They got gifts. Whew. All right. Mm. It's another hallway y'all don't ever want to venture down. But okay, let me see. Tiger says if they would have refused the gifts, it would have offended the people who gave them to Harry and Meghan because they invited them. What is wrong with these UK fools? It's not a matter of um, the gifts per se. And we know that now that would have been a protocol. Like someone gives you a gift, even when you're growing up, you learn. You say thank you. Don't give, as a child, you have to tell children, don't say this is ugly. You smile and say thank you. But all that we saw that Meghan received and Harry was beautiful. So yeah, they didn't expect them to get gifts. You remember they're not doing. I guess they think receiving gifts is a royal thing. Well, they are royals, so. All right, let me see. Wendy says the audacity of the UK media to talk about Nigeria problems when in their own damn backyard, problems of homelessness, poverty, hunger, unemployment, racism, racism. Oop, I was stuck on that. Sexism, inflation, get real with their BS. That part, that part. But they always got to look away from the mirror. They can't look in the mirror. I think the mirror is cracking for some because some of them are some ugly. Okay. Woo! He's in his 60s and she's in her 40s, right? Because I think she's in the same age group as her former bestie, the absent lady, and her husband, the heir. Okay. That's a big difference. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. And it be VS. They upset because the gifts can't be cosplayed. Well, oh, Mrs. S. Those mother fathers even want to steal African gifts from the Sussexes. Yes, they do. What they want is for them to show all of the gifts so they can figure out what's the number. If they counted the jars of jam, which again, we don't even know what number was left. Yeah, they will. Oh, Karen says he's 64. Woo, okay. ML, thank you, Michael. Um, he is 64. She is 40. Plucked them when they were young. Mm. Let me come on over here. Idalina, you know that corner that sometimes I send folks to because you're headed right there. And yes, pass go quickly. All right. Idalina Crumbles allegedly is missing for 4 more years, Drew. Well, I've seen some of the folks talking and saying how she's fighting for, a bigger settlement and all that. She didn't have a voice when she had a voice. So her allegedly fighting for a bigger settlement. Mm, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening, especially if you're going to be living in a royal house that they'll be paying for the staff. I mean, your staff might be cut in half, mind you. Ooh, okay. Let me come on down here. Church Daddy, Lord, hoes travel together, stay together. V, yes, that rumor. Rumor is Rose husband is gay. That's who the true pagan friend is. Okay, allegedly. Mhm. Dolores is saying she's in her 40s, her husband's in his 60s. I'm just gonna. Tiger, are they soft launching Williams' alleged Mistress Rose? Yes, is my answer to that. It appears they have been for quite a long time, even before the absent lady went missing. Okay, just gonna. Black Queen, what does it take? Oh, why does it take so long to choke on jealousy, resentment, and hate? Because it's going to strip them of everything else that they have. So those are the last few remaining things that won't matter by that time. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, little Mac, I see your response back to legs. Let me see. Mina, how are you? They need to worry about where the hell is Kate and the kids and why no one hasn't seen them more so the soon to be future queen. Well, they are showing you the future queen to be. She was hanging out with the consort just this past week or something or other, allegedly. Okay. Mm, mm. Dana says, H&M are not working royals representing the crown and country. We must ignore those headlines for they are for, yes, clicks. I get screenshots. I don't. Mm-mm. The Marquise is 64 years old, which is about 24 years her senior. Mhm. Let me come on over here. I mean, firstly, there's announcements that have to be made. Like, if she is the alleged mistress, you have all of us have to think about this. Um, she is still married, so that has to fall apart, and then the announcement over here, because isn't that how it worked with Chuck Chuck? hmm Thought by Diana that he would just be able to marry within a year or two. Queen said, "Not in this lifetime." And it almost became that, not in this lifetime. All right, let's see. Kim says, Grace Yancey, two civilians accept an invitation to talk about Invictus and humanitarian work. If it weren't Meghan and Harry, that wouldn't even be called a tour. They would be called vacation. Sure. Yeah. But they wouldn't even have done that many engagements, one a day, two a day, just to make it look good. Oh, we're so wiped out. Now we have to stay and visit and relax a little longer. Um, okay. PSA. Black Queen, thank you so much for this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live chat. Please like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. Appreciate your support. Thank you so very much. PSA is now over. Let's move on. Hey, No, if you're here. Um, Karen is saying UK was to curve Prince Harry's success and give the credit to Willie. Yes, and then Harry threw a wrench at that plan and picked up and left. Well, someone, Tiger, told PW that, oh, I wish I had taken a screenshot of what was said because it was something about being under, wishing you were under Harry, but you wind up waking up under Boris. Ah, it was something to that effect. And yes, I cackled when I saw that because she got dragged and was being dragged. Okay. But remember, rose bushes are very thorny. So there's something to something, but I think the something everybody's got their eyes on is a distraction. That's what beards do. All right, let me keep on going. Church Nelly, there you go. Harry's not a damn runaway slave. To them, he is. At least he married one in their minds. Yes, that's how they feel. Because their actions are showing it, baby, especially after this trip. Lord have mercy. Joan, I don't know if they counted how many times, probably, but they always say that she's grabbing his hand. Joan said, did any of the trolls count how many times Harry grabbed Megan's hand? They probably turned blue or green, let alone when he helped her not only help her up the steps, but then helped her down the steps. He offered his hand. Okay, but we know he does that. I told you he fights the sidewalk for his wife. And people want to say they're not in love and it's just all an act. Like they tried to with the 18-hour flight, get off the plane, and she's supposed to, fall into his arms, I guess. She just wanted to get in the car, get home, see her babies and mom. Come on now. Leslie Ann, most of those ladies didn't want William because they knew what kind of person he is and have a huge temper. Woo! They knew him from childhood, so they know him very well. So, didn't this young woman know him? Although she's pretty young, right? No, she's in his age group, so she would have been in his circle, you know, that circle. Mm, 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 mm. Karen, a Nigerian fashion brand, yes, Regalia by FAL, has now termed it the Meghan wrap skirt, noting that it is where royalty meets culture. I saw that. Yes. Mhm. Yes, 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 yes. So, um, let me. I'm skipping a lot of the comments. Just understand. Idalina says that was an extraordinary picture by Governor Newsom. The picture brings 1,000 words and it's priceless. Well, yeah. Oh, Black Queen, that part savages. Yes, they are over there. And allowing those headlines to come out like they do is just crazy. Um, I'm not fooling with y'all with the where is Kate. Hot dang it, Lottie. I just said I wasn't, and then I read this. How could Kate be furious about anything? Isn't she missing? She's under treatment. She really shouldn't be having her name put into any crazy headlines or any stupid pictures that are doctored. But I mean, who are we but just squatty standing over here trying to, rally and protect our faves, Harry and Meghan. See? Swilio and which Kate? They mean Rose, true. I mean, that one headline is just so like disrespectful. I mean, until she's not the wife. I mean, be a little respectful. But I guess Di got the same treatment, and y'all always want to say that the media treats all of them fairly. So, hey, let her deal with it. Tear. Okay. Let me come down this chat and I'm skipping a lot. I'm skipping a lot. I'm skipping a lot. Ooh, Sussex lives. So okay, I'm getting triggered. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure you. Church and Ellie's that jacket needs to be dragged to Timbuktu and then some. But okay. Joan is saying, Tiger, they don't want to admit anything that German is German. Yeah, because to say this. And actually, the person did reply under that and said, "Isn't that how it works?" Like they descended from a German house, but aren't quote German. Yeah, okay. If that helps you accept it. Um, yeah, they're trying to ignore with Squad asking the question, which, that led to a whole nother issue in that doctored picture and them not being a trusted source. And then here comes the AI. Mhm. Whew. Madam F, Christopher W saying he did not see it coming. Yeah, I know. Roll eyes. He knew what was coming. Mhm. He didn't expect it to be so quick. Mhm. But he gets a pass, like the one that referred to the couple, the royal couple leaving the hospital, and was a picture of a couple with a chimp between them when Archie was born. So yeah, and that guy got his job back within what 48 hours after being fired from the BBC. Yeah, that just shows ya government, hmm aka royal family. Whew. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Wendy is saying Nigeria tour. They will never ill speak Harry because he is there for veterans, but Meghan, as usual, will get the bullying. Nigerians came out and clapped back big time. I saw some disgusting headlines and or commentary and some even on a website that I was just like, I'm not taking the screenshots of this, just trying to say that, Meghan was laughed. It's not being reported by the journalists over there, but Meghan was laughed off from the talk that she attended, in that the woman that was leading it um, basically kind of chastised her and talked, corrected Meghan and all this other stuff. And I'm like, there was so much more media there. Come on now, including cameras, live cameras. So come on. If it was on film, it would have been already been shown. So Wendy, that part. Not all black people are family. Sometimes we have to remember that. Woo! Oh, it was Woody Woot and KS that were the ones showing the documents. Yeah. Um, I believe KS worked for Duddy, is what I'm calling him, because after that video yesterday, Duddy, and that's being nice. Not to wrap that up, but isn't KS the one whose name is on the screen? KS, the one that worked for Duddy? That's probably why she's looking as fearful as she is. Sure, she's gonna get caught up. Caught up. All right, let me come on over here. Mrs. S. New rapper KC3, Royal King Khan. There you go. Royal King Khan. You want a sham? Here I am. I'm Royal King Khan. You want a sham? Here I am. Royal King Khan. I am too silly. Oh, I'm almost at 2 hours. Y'all, come on now. Y'all know this is too long. I'm skipping a lot of comments. Okay. I think I need to end it here for my own sake and yours, because what I just, yeah. Yeah, that part right there, Francella. The Spencer sent a huge message to Chucky and Willie, yeah, like F off. But they were like, we got Harry. He doesn't ever have to worry about that. We got him. I mean, those are the ones that have been to Montecito, mind you. Okay. hmm Spencer's. hmm hmm Let me see. Marshar's here. Hey, Marshar. Little back, you're encouraging. Hi, Marshar. Go ahead and drag Kate. Lord of mercy. Oh, Marsha's like, dang, I'm late to drag Kate. Well, I mean, if you catch it in the next few, and I know you could, it's never for me to drag Kate. Yeah, okay. Woo! Y'all are too funny. All right, let me just check comments over here. Um, all right, let me pick my last my last comment for the day. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Dina and Tiger. Let's see. I'm going to just, yeah, I'm going to focus on this. Okay. I'm going to pick Tigers. And because tomorrow will be 6 years. Cry your tears, haters. Cry your tears. Okay. So it will be the 6th anniversary, Harry and Meghan. So yippee ki aren't we thrilled? Yes, we are. All right. Let me come down. Let me just say thank you, 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 thank you all for being here, spending some time with me. I hope you enjoyed this much longer Sussex Saturday since I didn't do something on Thursday. This week, um, I probably will do Talk Tuesday. Wednesday is my father's service, and then Thursday I probably will skip. I don't know. Mm. Husband's off, and so I might. I feel the need to get into some yard work, to get back into a little nature. And the rain has been washing the flower beds away. Yeah, y'all don't care about that. But anyway, thank you for thumbsing up. Thank you for sharing out. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please be safe out there. Um, as you travel around, I will see lots of you around the different YouTube hallways. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for hanging out with me. So please take care of yourself. See you soon. Bye.